Hello everyone, Simon Holden here with Holdens Horses. Now, I hope you've all watched the first video. This is the second video that I've done, and the first video tells you all about everything, and hopefully you've subscribed and clicked that little bell there, which is going to notify you. Gives you three options, and you click notify all. Now, we have racing in America tonight, and we have a very exciting meeting starting at 5:45. It's going to be an up early. Many of us don't have to be up for anything else, so we can get up early on Sunday morning to watch the Sha Tin card, which has no less than two Group 1 races, and it's going to be incredibly exciting. But before that, let me just say I bet all around the globe. I bet regularly in America. Now, how I bet, why I'm able to bet across the globe successfully is I have a full-time stat assistant. I call him the prof, not a sort of guy you want to take to a party, but he is a full-time stat man, and we number crunch for all the tracks all around the world. So we cover Australian racing, some racing in South Africa. I'm hugely big on Hong Kong racing, as you'll see when we start talking about Sha Tin, and America. Now, tonight I've got three bets at Gulfstream. Tonight they race at Gulfstream and Tampa Bay. And tomorrow night they race at Gulfstream and Tampa Bay. Now, tomorrow they've got a 9 and 11 race card. So we've got a very exciting evening, and I will be covering it. So make a note, 11:30 a.m. tomorrow night for some American racing. But before that, let me just say, I want to tell you about the staking plan. In the first video, I said I had a unique staking plan. And how that works is my bets are rated on 1 to 5 strength. So let's imagine it's in the pound. If I give a 1-point win, you would have a pound on. If I give a 5-point max win, if I really put the pedal down at my maximum bet, that would be £5. Now, obviously, you work out what stake you're comfortable with. This is a long-term approach. Now, I'm very confident. I'm very successful. I had a great few weeks on American racing, and I absolutely love Hong Kong racing where we've got Sha Tin. So I'm very confident with the bets I'm going to give you. But remember, this is a long-term approach. So steady as she goes and stick to that staking plan. Okay, so let's start in America tonight at Gulfstream. Now, this is the first time we've done this. Now, there will be slicker productions, and I am going to be looking down at these horses. I make no bones about that because I want us to get everything right, and I will repeat the horses. So if you're writing them down, as we go on, we'll start having captions and all sorts of things, bells and whistles. But it's an old style production for us today. So I make no bones about the fact that I will be looking down, the old eyes will be looking away, and I will be reading things out. I will repeat them. We'll start in America, and then we'll move on to that absolute crackerjack of a card at Sha Tin there in the early hours. But we're on the night shift. All three bets are at Gulfstream, and we go in the 9:21. This is the first race, and we're on a win bet number 8, legit. That's number 8, legit. In the 9:21, it's trained by Todd Pletcher and ridden by Irad Ortiz Jr. Now, that is highly relevant because when these two get together, they are like the Lennon and McCartney of Gulfstream. They have a tremendous record individually, but when they team up, as they are doing with this one, legit, then we take notice. Okay, so we're having 2 points. It's a 2-point win. Number 8, legit, with that man Todd Pletcher and that man Irad Ortiz Jr., the deadly combo. Right, we then go to the 9:53. We're having a win bet on number 3, Dr. Post. Dr. Post in the 9:53. Todd Pletcher trains, and you've got it, Irad Ortiz Jr. rides. We're having a 3-point win on that. I really do strongly fancy this around 11-8. I think this is one is going to go in. Number 3, Dr. Post. Let's hope the bookies need a doctor. Now, all the bets I'm going to give today, whether they are in America, Gulfstream, or at Sha Tin, all these bets are available at every single bookmaker going, okay? There's nothing I'm giving that you won't be able to get on. So use your standard bookmaker. I'm not going to name them. I have no affiliation to any of them. I want to take their money, and I want you to take their money. But you'll be able to get on these. Now, I'm having these as 3 singles, but I will also be having a little round robin, which is a combination bet. You can do that if you choose. That puts them all in doubles, trebles, and singles. But I'm backing these mainly as 3 single bets. So the last one on our night shift is in the 1057. Okay, the 1057. And this is a 2-point win bet on number 2, Soldado. Okay, trained by Todd Pletcher, but this time ridden by Luis Saez. Now, Luis Saez is the clear top jockey at this. So we've got the combo with Irad Ortiz in the others, but don't worry about this guy, Luis Saez. He is the king round here. 42 winners. He has a 21% strike rate. So this is a guy who knows the track very well. And what I always think with these American tracks, the top jocks, they ride with a clock in their head. They are extremely clever, and they all ride work. It's a very different setup. The jockeys and the trainers seem to be attached to certain tracks. They know them inside out. They're not moving around like English racing. And Todd Pletcher and this Irad Ortiz Jr. and this Luis Saez, they have an incredible strike rate at this track. So there are 3. I'm just going to go through them again. I'm sorry, I don't want to be too boring. I'm going to go as quick as I can, but it's vital that everyone gets these down, okay? So Gulfstream, our first one, 921, and that is number 8, Legit. We're having 2 points win at 15-8. We then go to the 953 and a win bet on number 3, Dr. Post, 3-point win at 11-8. Just what the Dr. Post ordered. And lastly, the 1057. It's 2 points win, 15-8, Soldado. And that one, of course, is ridden by the great Luis Saez. So there we go. That's Gulfstream. Now, before I give you my bets, which I am just bringing up, the wonders of modern technology at Sha Tin. Tell you a little bit about Sha Tin. I've just got something a little bit special for you then, which I'm going to say quickly. Now, I have a mastermind betting club, private club, that is full, but I will offer you 3 free bets on that. Now, these horses don't run tonight. They run in the next 7 days. They're completely free. I want you to text for them. Nobody's going to ring you back. There's going to be no high pressure sales, nothing like that. It's just basically as a thank you for you watching and joining this channel. Now, it's from my private mastermind club, okay, which is full at the moment, but it's a lot of money to get there. But you can have these 3 bets for free. I was about to say it's a lot of money to get in that, but the doors are locked at the moment. My mastermind club. But these 3 will be bets over the next 7 days. So if you want to write this down, I want you to text the word FREE, F-R-E-E, to 60777. So text the word FREE to 60777. And you will receive completely free of charge. You'll get a text that comes back to say you've been enlisted, and you'll get 3 bets from my mastermind club over the next 7 days that are fully expected to go in. So thank you for that. Thank you for listening on that. And now let's talk about Sha Tin. This is a high quality meeting that is usually open to the whole world. Well, with what's going on at the moment, it's only open to Hong Kong horses. Nobody can travel. It'll be behind closed doors. But let's be very clear. This meeting at Sha Tin is worth getting up for 5:45. Okay. And I have a couple of big price ones, but let's go for our 3 main bets first, and then I'll mention a couple of flyers that I've heard from my man at the track. Now, myself and the prof, my full-time stat assistant, we absolutely love Hong Kong. You've got Happy Valley, which is in the center of Hong Kong, fantastic old course, and now Sha Tin, which is about 45 minutes out drive, huge 85,000 seater, or there'll be 85,000 empty seats in the morning. But it's a fantastic meeting, and the racing is of such a high quality, and they're racing for so much money. Now, without further ado, now I've got your appetite. I want you up nice and early, and we've got 3 bets. Okay, now again, you will see a pattern emerging. We're going to go with jockeys and trainers who have a fantastic record at the track. Now, our first bet goes in the 7:50 a.m. and it's 3-point win on number 11, Aethro, A-E-T-H, and then Hero. This is ridden by Zach Purton. Now, Zach Purton is the man at this place. He is a fantastic jockey. He has a 24% strike rate at this track. He's an absolute legend around here. And we also have John Moore, who had the last 3 runners he's had. I think at this track, 2 of them have won. And if he wins for us today, I'm going to suggest they name a university after him, this John Moore character. So they're Zach Purton and John Moore Aethro. I'm going to have 3 points win on that. Our second bet, 8.25. Richard Gibson, who's a very, very talented trainer. He runs the horse Wellington, and that man Zach Purton takes the ride. So Wellington, Zach Purton to boot that one home. Sorry, I couldn't resist it. You'll be saying it yourself. Don't groan there at the back. So Wellington, 8.25. Zach Purton rides, trained by Richard Gibson. And that is the one there. Very exciting 3-year-old. Won from a wide draw. Always like horses that have won from a bad draw at this track. And is an improver, stepped up in trip. But they don't think that's going to make any difference. And on our stats, on our times don't lie. The prof loves his times. We've number crunched a lot. And we think this is just too fast a horse for the others. So there you go, Wellington. And that one runs in the 8.25. Zach Purton to boot that one home. I know I've done it again, haven't I? Now then, our last one, the 10.15. 2 points win, Computer Patch. Trained by John Moore again. Let's hope he gets that university, so deserves it, doesn't he? And ridden by jockey Joe Moreira. Now, Joe Moreira is interesting in that he has another 21% strike rate. So we've got a 21% strike rate, Joe Moreira. We've got 24% strike rate with that man, Zach Purton. And we are with jockeys who know this track, and we're with trainers that are in form and are at the top of the tree. So there we go. Just quickly go through these 3 at Sha Tin again. These are the big bets. We've got Aethro in the 7.50, our first race. And that's a 3-point win. It's number 11, Zach Purton. He rides that for John Moore. We then go to the 8.25. It's Wellington. Not going to do the joke, but 4 points win. Biggest bet of the day. 4 points win on Wellington. Richard Gibson trains that one. And lastly, Computer Patch. 10:15 a.m. Trained by John Moore, not ridden by him. Ridden by the great Joe Moreira, the man with a strike rate. Okay, so that is. I'm surrounded by paper today. Surrounded by paper, but I have that much to tell you. That I know what I'm going to do because it's here. So again, it's you probably won't be nominating me for glossy production for this first one, but we are going to work on things, and I am determined to get all these names right and get you exactly on. So I make no apologies for the old looking down. Okay, so now then, we have a contact at the track, and he has told me of 2 big price horses that are seriously fancy to run big races. And I think these are worth getting up for. Now, these are not account bets. I'm not going to give them with a staking plan, but I will be having a few quid on myself, and you could do a lot worse than have a little bit each way on these 2. So let's quickly tell you what they are. The 5:45 a.m. first race of the night. Number 10, Yichen Blitz, as in World War Blitz. Yichen Blitz. Now, this horse is going to be about 16-1. It's only run once in 6 months. But I am told this has been brought along quietly, and my man at the track says this is going to run a big race. It's ridden by Chad Schofield. Now then, 6:15, number 6, War of Courage, ridden by Chad Schofield. Now, we've got a Philip Schofield in the news lately, haven't we? Now, Chad Schofield, I don't believe he's any relation. And let's hope the only thing we come out with is a couple of winners from Chad. So he's on number 10, Yichen Blitz in the 5:45, 6:15. He's on that number 6, War of Courage. Now, those 2 are not account bets, but my man at the track says they are going to have a big, big chance, okay, that far outruns their odds. So we've got a big night tonight. We've got a lot of information to get through. You might want to watch this video again. You might not. If you want to write them all down, make sure you've got them. Stick to the staking plan. I'm very confident of a big first night, but remember, this is a long game, okay? So come back at 11:30 a.m. We've got some American racing tomorrow. Lots of exciting things to do. And hopefully you've got all this information. Let's have a great night. But steady Eddie slowly catches profits. And we're here for the long haul. Have a fantastic evening. I've just joined one of these local rum clubs, and I'm going to open a nice bottle of rum later. Really is a fantastic spirit, one that I've never drunk, but you know, we were supposed to get a new hobby in the lockdown. I managed to join the rum club. So I'll say cheers to you later while I'm watching the American racing. And I'll speak to you tomorrow. This is Simon on Holdens Horses. It's going to be a big night and a big morning, and I'll speak to you again at 11:30 tomorrow. Enjoy yourselves, enjoy the racing, and bye for now.